Three. All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another. I don't know how to. We don't got an intro for this yet. What are we calling it? It's 10v10 with SteveBussaGS. We got our first guest. Please introduce yourself, my guy.
It's your boy Irish Wick from Down Under, where we hit him like thunder. Here we are at Medicated TV. I am blessed and honored to be here on Steve Bussa. Make sure you hit his subscribe button, hit that like. We are doing some cool shit, and I am pumped to be a part of it, man. Thank you.
How dare you come on my show and have a better intro than me?
Hey, man. Hey, I've got to come in hard.
This shit is like so unprepared from the side. So this is like a pilot episode / proof of concept that I wanted to work with, and Irish has been super dope to go and lend me his personality as a sick fuck that he is to come on and test this out. So let me tell you like the background, right? So we were gonna do this with just me and PQ, and it was gonna be like relationship questions, and it was just gonna be us talking raunchy and shit like that. And then I was like, I kind of want it to be businessy too. I want to be able to get other guests and shit like that. So I was like, cool, maybe we'll make it music questions and just keep it hip hop. And then I was like, you know what? Irish is an agent of fucking chaos. So we're just gonna make this 10 questions, no hold bars, whatever you want it to be. It could be like professional questions, it could be super outrageous nonsense. You get 10 questions to ask me whatever you want. We go back and forth. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. You can either choose to start with the first question or to receive the first question. And then we'll cut these up with clips and shit like that and put the whole thing on YouTube. I think it's gonna be dope. Are you excited about it, my guy?
Man, am I pumped? This is the thing I told you when we were talking off the side. I'm like, hurry up. And you've been harassing me. I literally jumped out of bed, just for the whole world knows. I jumped out of bed, and I like to get medicated first thing in the morning. I just held off and just jumped straight in this. Said, come on, let's go. Let's do these questions. I've been cracking up waiting to say them.
I've been talking to you for over a year now. I think this is the first time I've seen you sober.
I think it's the first time I've been sober.
What do you want to do? Do you want to ask the first question, or do you want to be asked the first question?
Down under, we like to see how you hit. So okay. Throw your shot.
We're gonna start it off real simple, man. First question: what is the wildest, purely Australian story that you tell people when you first meet them?
All right. So, how I got kicked off a place called Rottnest Island in Western Australia. So, over here now, I don't want to get any kind of like animal right activists coming after me or you here for this.
Jesus Christ! But
you said wildest. I'm going to tell you wild.
For all intents and purposes, these are just jokes to you.
Yeah, and this never really happened.
Yeah,
you can decide whether it's the truth or not.
Plausible deniability.
Even in Australia, you're not quite sure of what can kill you and what can't kill you. That's a fact, right? So, and it goes state by state. So I live over here in Sydney in the East Coast, and I go over to the West Coast for a wedding. And we go out on this nice boat ride off Perth. You know, nice, this beautiful Rottnest Island. I get over there, and while we're on there, it's this prank that all these Western Australians play on everyone that's not from Western Australia.
And they're like, bears?
Basically, it's a similar thing like the drop bears. They said to us, just be careful of the quokkas, right? They're called quokkas. I hope you can do a ding and pop up. That'd be cool if you could. But it's like a little koala bear.
They're cute as shit, right? I know what they are. They're the cute little fucking big ass beaver kind of looking things.
That's it. They're big rats, right? So they said, be careful because they bite you. So I'm like, what do you do? And they go, oh, you just play quokka soccer. You just kick them and they go away. So I'm like, yeah, sweet. So I'm like, if anyone knows me, I'm a little hoodlum. I'm 16 years old from the south coast of Wollongong, fresh out of car thief. And here I am. I jump off the thing. I see this quokka, and I'm like, no chance. No chance you fighting me. No chance. And I run up, and I just kick this thing softly. You
like nudge it. You nudge it. You like push it. You like push it over a little bit. Hiss
at it with my foot.
Yeah.
And I'm off the boat 3 seconds, and I just get grabbed on the shoulder by the ranger, and they turn me around. They go, are you serious? I'm like, I thought it was going to bite me. I was in fear for my life. And they're like, you're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
Slapped me with a $5,000 fine, threw me straight back on the boat, and then they said, you're never coming back here ever again. They're lucky you don't have...
That's the way animal abusers should be treated. God damn it.
I didn't abuse the animal. So when I say I kicked it, I actually didn't kick it. I went up and I did actually nudge it with my sort of shin, because I was genuinely thought it was going to bite me. I was going to get tetanus. but you're not allowed to touch them. They're not like that. So
are they actually anything? Like, are they like just cute and cuddly, or do they actually pose any kind of threat?
They're just cute and cuddly. I got full stitched up. It was many moons ago. It wasn't a kick. I was only joking. It was a nudge with the shin, but it's still enough to get me in trouble. And if I banned for life.
I was about to say, are you still not allowed to the island?
Banned for life. Banned for life.
That's incredible.
Yep, 100%.
I'm not allowed in the state of Virginia over here, but I'll tell that story a different day. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
I can tell you one about my trip in America in 2013, where I won't. But in the Grand Canyon. Anyway.
All right, your question. It's on you.
And my question. All right, my number one question: favorite porn category, and how many tabs do you prefer open at once?
Only one tab. I like to focus. So here's my thing. I'm very, very big into pornography, into just like eventually, like it's not like people are like, oh, you ever afraid that like people are gonna like leak your nudes? It's not an if, it's just a when. Right, I'm just like it's gonna happen, and when it does, I'm just gonna start an OnlyFans. I already have a whole business plan for it. For me, my porn watch, I make a lot of home videos, bro. Like I like watching my own shit. I'm one of those guys. Like if I'm gonna watch somebody get their dick sucked, I want it to be my dick. I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like it's just one of my things, and like I have like an extensive catalog of accomplishments and individuals where I could come up with my own categories and shit like that. All 100% consensual, obviously. And all that shit. But yeah, if I'm watching someone get their dick sucked, it's so my category would be POV, because it's obviously it's me doing it, you know what I'm saying? And blowjob mostly. The POV blowjob is my go-to category.
Oh, I'm dying. How can you say that? You can't be recording.
Why? That's nothing to be ashamed about.
You are a effing savage. I love it.
It just feels more natural. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're making me blush. And I thought I was a savage.
It was your question. Don't ask shit. See, so we're gonna have rules in this. Rule number 1 is 10-10. Don't ask shit you don't want the answer to.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm shaking. I'm actually blushing, shaking.
Right. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Question number 2. We're gonna go professional. You get a dream collab album. Any 2 artists, any genre. Who are they, and what's like the theme, or what's the sound? What's the vibe?
Ooh. So a genre and 2 artists.
No, any genre. I'm saying it could be anything that you want. You can mix and match however you want.
So I'd go a country.
Okay.
Does that surprise you?
Yeah, I mean it does, but I listen to like a country song.
I'd go a country, and I'd like to hear. I would love to hear Altus and Red Honcho. I'm going to say.
Did you say Elvis and Red Honcho?
Altus.
Oh, I don't know who Altus is. Who is that?
Oh, he's an artist I just found just recently. He's runs with the Crypt and all that crew.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, he's like a jelly roll. He sounds like jelly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it. Sorry. How did I miss that? Jelly Roll and Red Honcho in a country song. Oh,
I feel like you can set that up. I feel like that's possible. I feel like you can make that happen.
No, I'm not doing that. Don't feed that into my head. Jeez, man, don't feed that into my head. I'd put 300,000 into that and lose my house.
I can hear your pockets emptying as we fucking do this.
Oh, what I would do to actually hear that, because I know, like you used, I've got a bunch of Samoan friends, and boys, they got voices of angels. And
you've sent me some of the shit, and like they don't sound how they look. Like some of those cats open their mouth, and it's like, God damn, there's a voice of an angel on that man.
Bro, I was talking before the interview about Relic Brown, who I'm doing. You wait till I show you his stuff. Wait till you hear his voice, and wait till you see my interview. Oh my God, I can't explain it. I just want to see that.
That's dope. And Jelly Roll by himself. I'm not like super familiar with his music, but I have done reactions to him to know what he sounds like, and I can remember being floored the first time that I heard him like just sing. It was like just a straight up like singing song. There was no rapping or nothing like that. And I was like, God damn, this man's got a fucking voice on him.
Oh, he is, mate. He's that Creature, Save Me. Creature with that you would have done. Did you do the reaction to Creature?
I don't know the names of the songs. It's been so long. I do 4 reactions a day. You know what I mean?
Cruz Calico, Tech 9, and Jelly Roll. Oh my God. Creature, probably one of my. It's in my top 10 of all time.
Chris Algo's been on fucking tear lately too. At least in this house, I have a lot of his shit. All right, yeah, it's on you.
All right, question 2. How much would it cost you to drink a cup full of your mates, your best friends, piss? You're on.
How much would it cost for me to drink a full cup of it?
How big would you charge?
How big is the cup?
Just a standard cup, like a standard, cup.
Like 16 ounces?
Yeah, whatever whatever that is in Australia.
I mean, I don't actually know. I don't cook, so I just.
Okay, a
Powerade full of piss.
How much would I have to pay you to get you to drink this? Like,
do I have to swallow it?
Mm.
What if I throw up?
That's okay, as long as you finish it.
Probably like 10 grand.
Oh, 10 grand. You're one of us.
Like 10 grand.
You're a realist. Yeah.
Because I would be lying if I said I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm exactly the same.
Like for 10 grand. Plus, like, if it's my best friend, I already know that, like, his diet. I know what his diet consists of. I know that he's clean. You know what I mean? I don't gotta worry about STI. Like that it's way different from like weird billionaire stranger comes up and offers you $1 million for a blowjob. You end up with fucking tetanus when he bites you versus like your best friends. But I think it's a little different. Yeah, 10 grand. Yeah. I'll put it 10 grand.
I got heaps of mates that go, you never in a million years. I go, here's a suitcase full. Like I don't really.
Yeah, I know, right?
I do an imaginary suitcase, 250 grand. They go, oh, I go 50 grand. And all of a sudden the price starts dropping, when you start taking the money away.
Right. All right. Let's go. How are things with the missus? This is not the question. This is the preface for the question.
Rough.
Things are rough.
But I'm happy to talk about it.
Well, no, that's not the question. It was going to be different. So I was assuming you were going to say things are great. I love her. Blah 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 blah.
Bro, look, hey, again, I'm a realist, bro. We're in a COVID lockdown. It's madness. Divorces are through the roof, mate. We're fighting like cat and dog, but we're getting through it.
First of all, I'm glad you're getting through it. Beautiful woman. I love seeing y'all together. Question number 3 is: would you get pegged to save your relationship?
Would I get paid?
Pegged. Pegged.
What's pegged?
Would you allow the pantless pirate to strap on a big strap on, bend you over your bed, and slam in your ass to save your marriage?
Fuck her and the marriage. Right? Not even. I'm going to go right back. I'm going to imagine my wedding day right now when I'm the happiest. No, fuck off. I hope you. I hope it sets on fire and you burn your fucking pubes off, because no one's pegging me with nothing for nothing. That is like, no, she can keep the marriage and the kids and the house. I'm off. I'm on a plane.
But if we put $250,000 in it, it's a different story.
Nope.
You just got done the whole thing. You just said it.
Remember, I'm a realist. No one's pegging me. I'm never getting. I've been fucked too many times before. I know how it feels.
All right, man. It's on you.
Question 3.
I'm glad she wasn't like in the frame for that.
I'm waiting for. I'm like this. I'm hiding behind the microphone.
You can just see a fucking flip flop go fucking through.
All right, tough question, because I don't think you can agree with this. But finish this sentence. Tech 9 is overrated because.
Tech 9 is overrated because of, I do have an answer for this, actually. I just got to figure out how to word it. I think Tech 9 is overrated because of his...
For the record, we love Tech 9.
I'm a Tech 9 fan, huge Tech 9 fan.
Yeah, me too.
However, one of the best diss tracks of all time is tearing Tech 9 the fuck apart. But Tech 9 is overrated because of his availability. Because he is so accessible to so many up-and-coming artists. First of all, I love it about him. That's super fucking amazing. I think it's good for the culture. I think it's good for his business. But
what makes it good makes it bad.
What makes it over? What devalues it is its availability. That's the difference between, in my mind, you know what I mean? Now, do I think that it's good for the culture? Absolutely. Do I think it's good for his own personal business and his image? Do I think it's good for those artists? Absolutely. But what would the price tag be on versus
if he was a ghost?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
The Eminem that he's thrown into.
Exactly.
Especially over here in Australia, like literally the run of strains pretty much goes Eminem or Tupac, Eminem, Tech Nine, Hobson. That's the pretty much run of line.
Got you. Good question. Good question. Not as hard as you thought it was going to be. I'm ready, man.
It made sense because I actually agree with that. He is too available. He is very, very, very available, very humble. And what's humble about him is what makes him overrated. You're right.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But
it's beautiful. There's no wrong with it.
I feel like I see his name with people that I don't respect on the same level as him, and it's kind of like, what is this, like a cameo deal? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, is it just pay the money? Is it actually just taste? Is it just, but I just have shitty taste on certain artists, like shit like that. So it's kind of like,
I agree. Could I double down that question one before we jump to the next one?
Sure. What's up?
Who is one collab that you didn't like with Tech Nine? One collab that you think he shouldn't have done?
I was very, very surprised to see that he just collabed recently with Gone.
I did see that. I like Gone. I'm a fan.
I went back and forth with Gone. I started off as a fan of Gone. Then he beefed with Screwface and dropped what is easily the worst diss track that I've ever heard in my entire life. And his stock in my mind kind of went down. And then he had a whole bunch of mid shit that came after that. And I felt myself becoming a hater about it and not objective. So I started to just space myself from him, because I don't like being like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to give everybody a fresh ear without having that knowledge in the back of my mind. It's like, and was this really bad, or am I still just got the taste in my mouth from something else? You know what I'm saying? And I'm very realistic about that. If I find myself becoming a hater, I just choose not to listen to the music and stuff like that. I choose to just distance myself instead of bringing negativity to an artist. You feel me?
Oh man, see, I've got to hold my tongue here because I found Gone. I'll tell you the truth. I found Gone because I don't like Dax. Right. Okay. And when I found the Dax diss from Gone, I was like, this is dope. I actually like the track, irrespective of what he's saying. I actually like the vibe of the whole thing. And then my answer was going to be Dax and Tech Nine. I don't think he's in it. That was just me.
Does Dax have a Tech Nine, John, too?
They did that faster, and he's tried to speed up his. This is remember this is a white boy from Australia.
I'm in the same boat. I'm not a fan of Dax because of the constantly being caught biting and fucking beefing and publicity stunts and blah 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 blah. It's not even necessarily about the music. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the stuff that surrounds it was just like too much. Like I just want to listen to music. I don't want to have to deal with all the politics.
I'll tell you straight up, so we can jump off to it with Dax. The problem with him is he jumps in and out of the hot times. He's like the CrossFitter of rap. If there's a movement, he jumps into it, and then he does a rap song about it. Then he jumps out of it, and then the next issue, like the pandemic.
Great marketing. That's great marketing. He might just not respect it as an individual. You know what I mean?
It doesn't. Well, I can tell you now, real recognizes real.
I feel
people can say whatever they want, but I don't see what I see there. That's all.
I feel you. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you'll switch it up a little bit, right? What's the worst tasting thing you ever put in your mouth?
Watermelon.
What?
Watermelon is the worst thing on this planet. It tastes like rotten water, and I imagine it tastes like what a man's sperm tastes like.
What kind of fucking watermelon did you have, my guy? You having some semen flavored fucking watermelon?
I've tried it my whole life.
Let me ask you a few questions. Shoot. Is it watermelon flavor, or is it actually the fruit watermelon?
It's just it in general. As soon as it goes, I smell a watermelon and I start dry heaving.
Because I'll give it to you. Like if I get like an energy drink that's watermelon flavored, I pass on it. But if you're talking about like actual watermelon, I think actual watermelon's either delicious or tasteless. You know what I mean? Like it just tastes like fucking water.
It is so disgusting to me. Like if I smell it, if it's in chewing gum, you'll see I dry heave for 15 minutes. The boys prank me. Everyone pranks me on it. It pisses me off. They'll slip just the tiniest one pumpkin seed, one friggin' piece of watermelon seed in my food, and I'll crunch it. That's it. You'll see me dry heaving over in the corner.
Last question on this, right? Do you think that continents have anything to do with it? Do you think that maybe Australian watermelons taste differently than American watermelons?
No, everyone eats fucking watermelon. Everyone eats it. I'm like the peanut butter anaphylactic of watermelon. Oh, Christ. It's the worst thing on the planet. I can't describe it.
All right. You're good. You're up.
My question. Funny, we're talking about, we're on the same thing. Is the tomato a fruit spy or a gay fruit?
I have an extreme prejudice against tomatoes, so I don't even understand what the question is.
Watermelon and tomatoes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. The way you
okay.
just described watermelon, I am that, but like extremely prejudiced against tomatoes. Like I
Isn't that
think
funny?
I think less of people as a human if I see them enjoying a raw tomato. But I'm also one of those weird American kids where I love ketchup. Like I love pizza sauce is amazing, ketchup is amazing. Tomatoes, like actual tomatoes, I would rather get shot in the fucking head than have to eat a fucking raw tomato.
Well, now you know how I feel about watermelons. Fuck ya.
Yeah, watermelon's delicious. I don't understand like I don't know. All right, you ready?
But you didn't answer the question.
What? I don't understand the question. What's the question?
Well, the tomato is considered a fruit.
Okay.
Now, I'm asking you: is the tomato a fruit spy?
What is a fruit spy? I don't know
A
what that means.
vegetable spy, spying on fruits for the vegetables, or is it a gay fruit?
I think it is. It's a piece of hot garbage that's disguised as something edible, right? That's really just trying to poison people and their minds to think that
It's a spy.
I don't know.
You're up. I killed you.
I feel sick now just thinking about it.
Now you know how I feel about watermelon. We're both sitting here just going, oh, I need a drink.
All right, we're gonna get dark. You ready?
Yep, let's get dark.
I need you to tap in. I need a serious answer on this one. All right. You get offered some type of like godly power, right? If you could have anyone instantly offed, anyone in the world that's alive right now, who would it be? No questions asked, not traceable back to you, but you would just know, just snap of the fingers, that person's done, gone. And for legal purposes, this is obviously just jokes. This is just not serious. This is just jokes.
Oh, far out.
Did you think it was going to be sweet in here? You thought these were going to be easy?
I don't know if I want to say it, but I can't. I don't know if I can.
Legally? Well, don't get yourself in trouble, obviously. Pick the next one down.
Yeah, fuck him. There's a guy named Mike McLean. He'd be off.
Fuck that guy.
He's from LA. Fuck him. He's gone. I don't even care if the world knows. I hope they search him. Look up his name. I hope he's offed. There you go.
Yeah. Fuck you, Mike McLean.
Fuck you, buddy. You know why. Where's my money?
All right, it's on you.
All right. Yeah, when you get dark, I'm saying like
remind me not to owe you any fucking money. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. Bro, this is uncanny. We're weird.
Oh, just so you guys are aware, me and Irish did not talk about our questions whatsoever. No. Whatsoever.
No. Bro,
nothing.
This is scary.
Nothing.
I want to actually put it up to the screen. I'll put it up at the end to show you I haven't modified it. Question 5. Kill one and get one back. Dead rapper, but you've got to kill an equivalent. E.g., Tupac, take Eminem. Make sense?
I mean, I'll see if I can come up with a way for this to play in my head. I think given
how are these aligned?
But given the climate right now, especially with Dolph just passing, rest in peace and stuff like that. I don't really like playing with that type of shit. That's not really my twist. But who would I get back? I actually just went on a whole rant recently about how I was listening to XXX Tentacion's album again, and I was just like, I want to know what he was going to sound like in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he was on a path of a uniqueness, the combination of rock and hip hop and shit that he did. And I just feel like, man, like that would just been, it was going to be unique. It was going to be incredible. It wasn't like trying to hop on somebody else's wave. It also had like that emo kind of like undertone to it and shit like that, which is the darker music that I'm into. But there's too much violence in hip hop right now. There's too much violence in celebrities. It's not that we can't. I don't want to. Like that. My honest answer is I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? We have enough death and violence and shit like that right now.
That's a good answer. I wouldn't either because everyone's got a spot, and it was dark. It was dark and dark. That was weird. But you know what? I have to disagree. You have to bring back Tupac because he wasn't even. He was only just not even at the top of it. Look at where Snoop Dogg is.
You're gonna disagree with my opinion.
I have to.
Now you're like everybody else on YouTube.
if you brought back him. Out of respect, if you brought back him over Tupac, that would be an oversight.
Moving on. All right.
Anyway,
let's see how self reflective you are. All right. What would you say? What are your red flags?
My temper tantrums.
I confirm.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yep. I have, again, I don't, look, it's me. It is who I am. I can't blame, I'm not going to write it off on anything. But, you know, I have some reasons why I temper tantrum, and I do my absolute best to control it. I'll put it you that way.
Okay.
It's a bad thing. Just, yeah, don't annoy me. That's the best thing to just know. If you know me, you know how not to annoy me, and that's the best way to keep me. I'm a good guy until I'm not.
What a dick.
Yep. All right. Number 6. Would you sell an organ for fame/glory? Absolutely.
You didn't have to finish the question. I 3 times a week I Google like how to sell a kidney.
But not for fame and glory?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a narcissist. Are you kidding me? If you were like, sell a kidney, and I guarantee like plus 100 likes on everything.
Do you know, I do have a screenshot of how much stuff goes for on the black market.
I mean, I find that shit too, but it's a difference between like a Google, haha, like this is what it could go for, and like, yeah, I got a guy. Wake up in fucking Brazil with a fucking stitch on your back. You know what I mean?
In a bath full of ice.
Yeah. But yeah, if there was a way to just voluntarily sell organs for any kind of shit, I would like to have it as a commodity. It could be for any kind of wild shit.
So if Sony Music came along and said, "Give me your kidney, you're up, you're on. We're going to give you acting and all this fun."
Oh yeah, well, which one? It's a joke's on them. I drank a lot in my 20s.
Yeah, what about if they said a lung though?
Can we live with one lung?
Yeah, you can. Do you have 2 lungs or 1 lung and they're just separate?
You have 2 lungs, and I know that if you lose a portion of your lung, that I think it can actually regenerate, or is that your liver? Something like that.
My mate Goon, he has 1 lung. He was born with 1 lung.
Okay.
That's fine.
I would be less interested in getting rid of a lung versus a kidney, just because I feel like the surgery would be super invasive and like be all scarred up here. Maybe it would look cool though. I'd have to see some pictures of what post lung surgery looks like, because if I'm getting into acting anyway, that might be super cool. If I'm gonna start getting into action shit all fucking scarred up, that might work for my benefit.
Not with 1 lung, you won't be able to run in action.
I don't fucking run now.
Oh, you're going to be the guy with the heavy machine gun.
Yeah, right. Put me someplace. Put me behind a desk somewhere.
You're up.
All right, let's go. This one's more kind of political, more of a serious question, just kind of like pick your brain type thing, right? What are your thoughts on having a one world order where there's a universal currency and a universal government?
100% agree.
We're on the same page with that. I'm with you.
I think we should, and this is crazy. I'll go further. We should be on the same time, everything. Time shouldn't matter in regards to day or night. So if it's 10 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. It just knows it's day for you and it's night for me. Make sense? Same should be the same with currency. My dollar's your dollar. It's all like if you look at.
I've never thought about that.
If you look at you know, my last name's Wick, but if you look at John Wick, right? How they use the coins. I actually reference it a lot from John Wick. When he kills 7 people, he pays 7 coins. When he pulls up at the Intercontinental, he tips 1 coin. When he books a room for however long, he pays 1 coin. When he walks into the special bar, he pays 1 coin. The coin has a value to the person, but it has no value itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you.
So it can clean a body up. It just does a task. That's it.
I think I would definitely prefer more of a digital currency, like a debit card, than a physical coin to fucking carry around. But yeah, for as much as people are against it and conspiracy theories, I do think that the people are overlooking a lot of benefits that could come from just having universal currency, especially with me. Like I try to like do shit overseas and I want to travel and I want to do a tour of Africa and all this shit. And it's just like exchange rates is just so fucking weird. It's just a thing that you're gonna have to deal with every place that you go. And I was just like, meh.
When you go to Bali, it's like $3 million for a Coke. Like, do you know how it's 3 million rupiah?
Right.
It doesn't, and it's like 4 cents. It's like weird. It's so confusing. Let's just go one thing that makes universal. Everything's just the same. Like,
I'm with it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. We're on the same page.
Beautiful. Does pineapple belong on a pizza?
Couldn't care less. I would eat it. I wouldn't order it, but I would eat it if it was there.
Do you have pineapple on pizza over there?
Yeah, well, we have everything over here.
Ham and pineapple is sort of our number one.
That's our Hawaii. We call it a Hawaiian pizza.
Hawaiian, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've had it. I wouldn't order it because I'm a sausage pepperoni hot sauce guy. That's just I'm very plain. I'm a Taurus, right? So we find something that we like and we don't deviate. I don't experiment. I don't put weird shit. I'm weird with food in general, right? But I'm also not one of these weirdos who's like trying to fight people on the internet because of the toppings they pick on their fucking pizza. Like,
yeah, 100%. Beautiful.
All right. Here we go. You ready? Get ready to blush.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. What's the weirdest kink that a bitch has ever tried to get you to do or successfully gotten you to participate in?
A threesome.
That's weird to you?
No. Hang on. Say the question again.
What's the weirdest kink that a chick has ever tried to get you to do or successfully gotten you to participate in?
Okay. So didn't successfully get me to do?
Right. Doesn't have to be successful. They just tried to.
Tried to get me to fucking be with another dude. It was fucking, yeah. It was
like what? Like she wanted to watch you bang a dude?
Yeah. She watched me, yeah. And I'm like, I'll bang him with a weapon. Like he's gonna die. That's the only way this is gonna go down. There's gonna be.
How did that conversation come about? Like, not a threesome. You're not talking about a threesome. You're not like, oh, she wanted to have a train ran on her. You're talking about she just wanted to sit on a chair with a tub of ice cream and just watch you fucking pound some dude.
So I'll tell you how it happened. I remember this. It was like yesterday for me, even though I was 18. It was at Mimo's nightclub in Wollongong. It was like 3 a.m, and she was like 40. She was like a cougar.
Okay. I'm in so far. Go.
Yeah, and me and my brother Muzi, I was adopted by Turkish Muslims. I grew up with Muslims and Turks, so I was always with my Turkish brother Muzi, and we're at Mimo's, and we were sitting there, and we were like two young, good-looking kids, both basketballers, like street hoodlums, like you could tell we were street kids and a bit rough around the edges. And we're sitting there having a drink, and she walks up and she goes, "I just want to fuck both of you blokes." I'm like, "What?"
Check, please.
We're like, we're savages. We're like, all right, we're down. Let's go. And she goes, but like, I'm into like guys fucking each other. Me and Muzzy just look. I said, bro, no fucking chance, cuz no chance.
Keep the tab open.
Like this will become a jihad. That's what's going to happen right now. If this even goes any further, and he's looking at me with lust in his eyes. He's thinking, let's get it on. It's worth it.
It's worth it.
He's looking at me like a fresh piece of meat. Like we call it Devon, you call it bologna. That's it, just so you know. It's called Devon here. You call it bologna, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, not happening. Yeah, that was the weirdest. And I've been a bit traumatized because he's my brother.
I know, right? And she obviously she didn't know that, but like.
I never considered it. He actually considered it. So he's.
Oh, you're not kidding. You're dead serious. He was like, baby.
My brother, if you knew my brother Muzzy, he would fuck a black snake with an infested ass, right? He would.
I guarantee you this is the way my brothers talk about me. Jesus Christ.
I've seen we've done some things we shouldn't in life, and my wife knows all about it. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead. This is on you,
me.
Guy.
All right. This one takes a bit of strategy thinking. Who wins in a fight? 10,000 penguins versus 100 monkeys.
100 monkeys. This is not even
Set to go down. Hang on.
All right.
Set to go down on Mars. Spacesuits optional.
Still monkeys. What kind of? Also, there's like so many different breeds. Like, what do you mean monkey? Like, I think
the normal monkey, little monkeys.
Because like, I think 3 chimpanzees could kill all 10,000 of those fucking penguins.
10,000 penguins. 10,000 versus 100 monkeys.
What the fuck did penguins do? Do they have any type of attack?
They eat fish. They eat fish. They kill fish.
Yeah, not a fucking orangutan, not a fucking chimpanzee, not a gorilla. You're talking about like the little monkey from like fucking Ace Ventura. Then I think they got a chance. Oh no, then I think the penguins just outnumbered them. You could just fucking smother them to death. You know what I mean? Do like the bees, how they like fucking gyrate and just melt people and shit like that.
That's my theory. I think the penguins outnumber them.
But if there's any sort of orangutan, chimpanzee, anything that's got some fucking strength behind it.
Oh, any kind of like big ass like Shadow of the Mist kind of shit.
Yeah. And then like, how the fuck is a penguin gonna wear a suit? They ain't got good necks. They ain't got no necks.
Yeah, but see, if the monkey jumps, won't it fly off? And then
I'm not a fucking space expert, dude. I have no idea.
Anyway,
Maybe.
so
Fucking
who'd you
maybe.
go with? Who did you pick? Far out, it's getting hot. 40
picking-
degrees here, 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm staying with monkeys.
Done. You're
All
right.
Gun to your head. Person that you know nothing about says play a perfect song or die. You know nothing about their preference, nothing about their genre, nothing about their taste. What song do you pick?
Tears of Heaven, Eric Clapton. Would you know my name? That one.
Couldn't tell you. The audience will like it. All right, you're cool.
Yeah. Tears of Heaven, Eric Clapton, because I don't think anyone can not drop a tear over that.
I don't know that I've ever heard or like this. See, Eric Clapton falls into that category of music where like I'm sure I've heard it, but I didn't know who it was when I heard it. Like, it's the shit that plays at diners and stuff like that. Like, I'm 33. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not really.
Can I change my answer?
I mean, yeah, go.
Barbie Girl by Aqua. I'm a Barbie girl.
It's hard to hate that.
If you're gonna fucking
Bang.
dead.
Joke's on you. I'm depressed.
Joke's on you. 'Cause I'm a Barbie girl in a blown off head. All right. Yeah. No, I'd still go Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton, Tears of Heaven.
Gotcha.
Fucking no. Let's see what the commenters say.
I know, right? They'll probably back you up. I feel like Eric Clapton is one of those names where people just generally agree that he's amazing.
People are going to think that we are legitimately we've scripted these things, but we didn't. I swear on my kids, I swear we didn't. You don't know what my questions were. If you could get medicated with anyone, who would it be and what would you get high on?
Well, the only thing that I would do is edibles. So the answer is easy. It would definitely be edibles. If I could do edibles with anybody in the world.
Anyone alive or dead, anybody.
Well, I don't want to hang out with a corpse. That's fucking weird. Not one of my fetishes.
Surprisingly.
Fucking Mia Khalifa, maybe?
Mia Khalifa.
It's not going to be a dude. I don't want to get high with a guy. It's definitely going to be a chick.
You want to watch it with a chick who ate dog shit?
Why not? You can't. She's a queen to me. You're not going to get me to say one bad thing about Mia Khalifa. You're actually goddamn.
You see the masking thing, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
She was wearing a mask,
right?
Walking the dog. The dog did a shit. She took the mask off, picked up the shit with the mask, got rid of the shit in her handbag or somewhere, and then put the mask back on.
So you're saying that there's a chance
hang out with her.
I could get my ass. So there's a chance I could get my ass eaten.
Oh, I think it's a guarantee. I think you and your dog's ass getting eaten.
She just became single recently too. Like, you're crazy. I will accept no Mia Khalifa slander.
Ooh.
All right, last question.
All right.
What's the most likely reason you're going to end up being canceled?
Well, shout out to @KeepItMedicinal. I already am. Instagram. As of we speak, I've been gone for a week, if anyone hasn't noticed. I will get cancelled because I have a form of Tourette's and I have no filter. And if I tend to, if you say a certain word, it gets stuck in my head, it will come out at some point. I have to run out of the room and say it. And I'm going to get cancelled because if I ever get cancelled, I'm not saying if I do.
Do you think that you would get canceled then? Because couldn't you just play the mental illness card? I feel like Tourette's people don't get canceled.
I haven't got Tourette's. I've got that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not certified. It's not that. It's something I have. There's a problem with me. You're
gonna get canceled for claiming to have Tourette's and not having it. That's what you're gonna get fucking canceled for.
And then I'll go get certified, and then I'll find out I do have it. But no, I will get cancelled because if I ever got cancelled, because of my honesty, I don't lie.
That's realistic. that's realistic.
My own detriment, the shit I've done wrong. If anyone asks me the right question, you know what I mean? Like, I've never done anything bad to anyone. Nothing.
I tried. I just had 10 shots at it.
Yep. Fucking oath. That would be because I'm too honest about how I feel about certain positions. And
holds us all strong. Last question on you.
On you. It's a big one.
Let's go.
What catastrophe ends the world and when? It could be man-made. It could be, you know what I mean? There's so many ways.
It's definitely man-made.
It is
that has to be man-made. We're just, that's just who we are as a people, right?
100%.
Like I It has to be man-made. What repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
So
How you worded it?
What catastrophe ends the world and when?
I think nuclear war. It's definitely nuclear war. Does that count as a catastrophe, or are you talking about just natural?
I don't
know. Yeah. I think nuclear war is a foregone conclusion.
That'll end the world.
Yeah. And I think it has to do. You know what it comes down to? Too. I think it comes down to human rights is what it comes down to. I think it turns around and it ends up being something going on in Russia, something going on in the United States, something going on in China. One of the big superpowers get exposed for doing some type of atrocity. The rest of the world gets done placating. We get to a point where, currency is no longer the number one thing. We think we're on the right path. And then I think it turns into an all-out nuclear war. Now, it probably won't end the world, but I do think it ends a portion of the world. Right?
Ends the world as we know it.
As we know it, 100%, right? But then I think you have starvation kicks in after that. I think you got nuclear winter ends a continent, right? Whoever ends up being guilty, whoever pulls the trigger first, like, let's be honest, we're probably going to pull the trigger first, so I'm going to be all right. So we're going to be missing some other large continent in the fucking world. And then because of that, you're throwing off the entire ecosystem. I don't know where fruits and vegetables and shit like that come from. Like, if we take Russia off the world or something.
If you took China out,
yeah,
we're gone. That's it. There's no more.
Yeah, like there's so much shit that we get from there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way life as we know it goes. And then that I don't know. That's not true, really, because we did.
There's no way that the world could pick up the shortfall because they make up so much of the GDP.
Yeah, but it doesn't end there too, because I think we got away with it with Japan, right? I feel like in this day of age, especially like Geneva Conventions and shit like that, I think the next person, the next superpower to make a move, the rest of the world makes a move and wipes them out instantly. So like if we were to launch something on China, I think the rest of the world is like, nah, that was your last chance, USA. You're fucking out.
Yep, I agree with that.
Man, we ended on a political tip. Let's go, man. Bro,
go.
This is fun. I think this is going to be a fun series.
I love it. Thank you.
Did you have a good time?
Man, it was awesome. We see how it's just mentally thrown me. It was so many loops. It was cool and dark and, man, awesome.
And then see, that's what I said. I didn't want to do, like, originally it was going to be all relationship questions. Originally it was going to be all hip hop questions and stuff like that. I like the chaoticness of it, a little bit of everything. You know what I mean?
Now you can evolve from it. Now you'll get from this, you'll get another idea, you'll get another suggestion, another comment, and you'll be able to fine tune it. You got something special here. These 10v10.
Well, the dope thing too is that it's not a podcast in that you're a permanent facet. So like every person that comes is going to add their own sense of flair to it. You know what I mean? Like that their own twist.
It's only an encyclopedia of questions, right?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is that they decide, like again, maybe me and PQ comes up, or I think the next one that we got scheduled is Mahuda in South Africa. Shout out to Mahuda. Shout out to the No Hidden Agenda podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where like his life is more hip hop centric and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get more, and not only that, but then look at like the demographics. Those questions are probably going to be about South African celebrities and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like we'll get a variety of questions and demographics and shit.
100%.
Cool. Everyone, I hope you guys fucking had a great time. Whenever he gets unbanned on fucking all of his platforms, please make sure you go and follow Irish on everything. We'll put links in the description.
Thank you, my bro.
Down in the comments below, who else would you want to see? Who do you think would be a fun person to have on the show that is realistic, that I have a rapport with, that I can get in here? Let me know down in the comments below. I think it'll be super dope.
Merkums.
I can definitely get Merkums in here. Merkums will fucking do this.
He's a chaos. He's chaos as well. You've got to have him.
All right, there you heard it. All right, so down in the comments below, let me know who you guys want. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Let's go. That was fun.
Sorry, I didn't know where to jump in and not jump in there. I was